Danny. Yeah. Today we're going to talk a little bit about an embarrassing story you had to tell. Are you sure you want to hear about that? Kind of. I mean, the audience would like to hear. Okay. So can you tell us a little about this so-called embarrassing story you have? Why the hell are you so surprised? Well, I mean, I didn't necessarily think you'd be a guy with a humiliating story. I am. Okay. Can you tell us a little bit about it? Yeah. One day I walked into a haircut shop. You went to get a haircut? Yeah, that's what I just said. Okay. And what happened when you went to get your haircut? They took a scissors to my hair, right here, and when they went to cut it, they realized it couldn't regrow. It couldn't regrow? Yeah, so they didn't cut it. Well, Danny, you can't necessarily regrow your hair. What do you mean? Your hair is kind of attached to your head. It's, you don't get natural hair growth like most humans. What the hell are you talking about? What I'm saying is, if they cut your hair, it can't grow back. So all my life I didn't lie to? Oh my god. Well, I wouldn't say you've been lied to. I just say maybe you weren't given the full details of your make. Yeah, I guess. So, what happened when you went to get your hair cut? What did they tell you? They laughed at me. It was the worst thing ever. I get it. So, who was there when you went to get your haircut? I don't know. They just work there. Okay. I don't know them. Okay, I'm sorry. So, is there anything else to this little story you have? Yeah, I went to go home and I went to see if I could cut my own hair. You wanted to cut your own hair? Yeah. And did you succeed? What the fuck do you think? Hey, watch it. What? We can't necessarily use that kind of language. I don't care. Okay, I'll let it slide. Yeah, you should. So, why exactly did you try to cut your own hair? Because I thought they were bullshitting me. You thought they were lying to you. Yeah. Okay, and did you cut your hair? I took scissors to my hair, and I tried. I cut a strand off and waited a week for it to grow back. You did a whole week? Yes. And did it ever grow back? No. So that kind of told you that your hair couldn't really regenerate. Yeah, this is exactly what told me that. Okay. That's good to know. Hey, you asked the story. I know, but I was expecting something maybe a little more embarrassing than what you shared. It was humiliating. I don't really understand why. Because they saw my gorgeous hair, and they laughed their asses off at me. Okay, I get it. Yeah. So, have you ever tried any other hair care? What the fuck are you talking about? Hey, what did I say? I'm not joking. What are you talking about? I'm talking about, have you ever, now that you know you can't cut your hair, have you tried to, restyle it or dye it? No. And why not? I don't know. Well, have you ever tried? Yes. Well, then obviously you do know. Okay. Okay, so you ever tried restyling your hair? One time. Just once. And what exactly did you style it to? I tried to cut it short like a mohawk. You tried a mohawk? Are you joking? No, I'm not joking. Why did you try to give yourself a mohawk? And how did you even do that if you couldn't use, a razor? I did a fake mohawk. Oh, so like you, like, push your hair like that? You wanna die? Okay, I didn't mean to mess up your hair, but you see my point. So you kind of just adjusted your hair that way. Yeah, that's what I said. Okay, so have you tried hair dye? No. And why not? Because that's for losers. Hey, a lot of cool people use hair dye. I wouldn't say wearing hair dye makes you a loser. I don't care. Well, a lot of people do care, including me. So let's wrap this story up, Danny. I have to say, I didn't really think, I thought your story was going to be way more humiliating than you let on. You clearly are out of touch. I'm not out of touch. Yes, you are. Well, I'm simply asking a logical question, which is what? Why was your story so embarrassing? Okay. Okay, what? A girl I liked was there. She was at the hair parlor? Yes. Oh, so that's what made your experience so embarrassing, because she had to witness that. Yeah, exactly. So what did you do when when she saw that all go down? I did what anyone else would do, and I ran out. You bolted, huh? Yeah. And did you ever talk to this girl again? Yeah, kinda. What do you mean, kinda? We texted, okay? Okay. And do you mind if I ask what you told her? I said, I am sorry for what you had to see, and she sent me 2 emojis. She sent you some emojis? Yes. And what did she send you? Yeah, this is the worst part. What did she send you? Just tell us. A laughing face and a skull. Oh. Yeah. That's not necessarily a good sign. That means she's finding humor in it. Yeah, I know what that fucking means, okay? What did I say about watching the language? I don't care what you think. Okay. You know what, Danny? Thank you for being honest, but I think we gotta wrap up this episode now. I think the audience have heard enough of, all this. Okay, sure. So thank you for being on the show, and maybe next time you come on, give us a little more of a juicy story. Hey, I give you a cliffhanger at the end. Yeah, I'll admit that was pretty cool, but Danny, I think we gotta wrap this episode up. Thank you for being on the show, and maybe next time you come on, don't swear so much. Screw off. Okay. You know what, guys? Goodbye. I don't want this guy to talk anymore. And have a good night. No, you don't get to talk anymore.